Hi everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. So in this video I'm going to be making the card that goes with my swap that I used for SALE-A-BRATION 2014 when I went to the gathering in Bristol on the 2nd of December. So this is a card, this is a swap that I made, and I'm now going to make the card so you can see how I made this. I came up with this idea after going onto Pinterest and looking at some some photos of cards, but obviously this is my own take on it. There's quite a few stamp sets involved, so we've got kind of eclectic. We've got the leaf image here that we're going to use. We've got the papillon potpourri, which is these two butterflies that we're going to use. We have the gorgeous grunge, and we're using the lines here. We also are going to use punches, so the flower punches, the petite petals and the mini flowers from the Itty Bitty Accents punch pack. Then we have some jewels. As you can see, I've only got two of those tiny little ones left because those are the ones I used for my swaps. We also need Blackberry Bliss card. This card is 4 1/4 wide, and the length is the normal length of an A4 sheet of paper and then scored in half. So we have a top folding card, scored in half at 5 and a bit, I think. What is it again? Let me check on my here, 5 7/8 I score it at. Then this is 1/4 inch smaller, this mat, so that's for the top. And then we have the inside that's going to go in there. So those two we will need to stamp on. So Blackberry Bliss ink pad. We also need the grey ink, basic grey ink pad, and the Mossy Meadow. And then here I have some scraps of paper because we need those for the butterflies and the flowers. Right, so let's put this to the side. And let's get started with, obviously I have folded this, and I'm just going to use my bone folder so it stays down nicely, so that can go to the side. Then we have our front here, which we're going to stamp on. I've got my stamps ready mounted, so we're going to start with the lines. I'll start with basic grey. And Gorgeous Grunge, you need to ink up very carefully because it seems to me that you over ink it quite easily. So there we go, and that one there, and then one here, and then just one there, like that. I'm cleaning it now on my stamping scrub. So the basic grey we are finished with. Now we're going to use the Blackberry Bliss, so let's ink it up and let's give it a stamping. I just generally try to keep a little bit straight, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. And also I just, there we go. Alright. So a background of lines, that's what we need. Okay, so we're finished with the lines from the Gorgeous Grunge. Then what I suggest we do is, as we've got our Blackberry Bliss open, we're going to just ink up the butterfly so we can punch that out. Aha, I forgot to get that punch out, but never mind, that's quickly taken out of my shelf here. And then this is for the inside, so I think I'll just put a butterfly on the inside. There we go. And then here we have the little butterfly, which is going to go in the corner here. And I also have an envelope ready here, which I thought I would decorate as well. And so let's do that. So I'm putting the butterfly here because we write the address there. And then another butterfly here for the return address. Now I name all my cards because it's easier to know which card you're talking about then. And this card is called Flutter, a fluttering butterfly, see? So we've got this ready. We've got the inside ready. There's no sentiment on this card because obviously I don't always put sentiments on the cards until I know what I'm using them for. So sometimes I just design a card. This could be easily used for anything, for thank you, for birthday, for whatever. So, you know, when the time comes that I'm going to use the card, that's when I put my sentiment on. So this is going to go here, so that is done. Now, more stamping. Let's do the leaves. So we've got our mossy meadow. We've got the leaf image from Kinda Eclectic, and we're going to ink it up. Now, I have here 2 different leaves. Can you see? This is darker, this is lighter. So this is a first stamping, and this is a second stamping. So we're going to, with just the one inking, we're going to create 2 images. Like that. See? And then we do it again. There we go, and 1 more inking and 1 more stamp. So basically you stamp up and down and sideways, and then 2 out, which those ones are second generation stamps. Okay, so let's clean this off and put it to the side. Now we are ready to do our punching of our flower. So we're going to have a petite petal flower. Yes, my cat is here as well. He's trying to get all sorts of things off my notice board. Please don't. That's not going to help, is it? Oh dear, I hope it's not going to come into the video in a minute. But there we go. So, excuse me, I am filming. Right. Then we have a petite petal flower here. More things just came crashing down. Then we have the other flower of the itty bitty bitty accents punch. Oh dear, I can't speak now. So we are going to put a tiny bit of glue on there and put that flower into there. That makes a sort of nice 3-dimensional flower. And then let's get the pearls out. I have these tweezers, which I've had for a long time, that I always use. There's a bit of glue coming out of there. Just take that off. Bit of fluff there as well. Let's remove that. Okay, so we have the flower ready, and we've got the butterfly ready. What we now need is a linen thread. This is something that fell down just now. Please, Ray, don't. Okay, so this is what I did. I held the linen thread here, then I wrapped it around 2 fingers, then I wrapped it around 3 fingers, and then I wrapped it around 4 fingers, and then I cut it. And here we are. There's Master Ray on his way out, I hope. Goodbye. Okay, so now we have our circles in our linen thread. And what I also need to do is I'm going to put a tiny bit of snail down here, and I'm going to put my ends of my linen thread in there so it sticks down nicely. Then I'm going to get some glue and put that on the back of my flower, so we hide not only the start of our linen thread but also the start of you know, that little bit of snail that's there. Okay, so that will dry nicely there. And then here we need some dimensionals underneath the butterfly, and that is going to keep the linen thread in place. Now these might be a little bit big, but sometimes I just cut off the edges, you know, the edges of the dimensionals. I haven't got any at the moment. And then see, this sort of thread goes in between there where there was no dimensional. So there we go. So that's the front of the card done. Now we're going to attach it to our card base. So we have the blue here, and let's attach it so we have a nice border. And then let's do the inside. There we go. Inside is done. And so that's our card, and we have a matching envelope to go with it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do watch other tutorials that I've done, and thank you for watching. Bye!